There's a new trend in Google that's exploding right now. In fact, this trend is so important that Google has just changed its entire core ranking algorithm because of it. If you take advantage of it, you could find yourself with better rankings and more website traffic. And if you don't take advantage of it, you could find yourself missing out on tons of traffic and inquiries. With over 58% of all searches in Google being done on mobile devices, the time is now for your business to get a lightning fast and fully responsive website that works for today's customers. I'm Andrew Weber from the marketing department, the place small businesses turn to for marketing advice. And in this video, I'm going to reveal 3 practical ways you can supercharge your mobile SEO and get your website ready for Google's impending mobile first index. In 2018, there will be over 2.5 billion people that have smartphones. That's a third of the entire world's population. And according to Google, last year there were over 27 billion more queries performed on mobile than on desktop. And this trend is only going to continue. Mobile is now so important that Google has launched 2 major changes to the way they rank websites in their core algorithm. The first major step of Google's mobile plan started when they rolled out their mobile-friendly update, which many people dubbed Mobilegeddon. This new core algorithm boosted the rankings of mobile-friendly pages and devalued pages on your website that were not mobile-friendly. And guess what? Google's not finished. The second stage of their mobile strategy is about to get underway. They are switching to a completely mobile-first ranking algorithm, and if your website's not ready, you could see a serious drop in your website traffic. What is Google's mobile-first algorithm? This new mobile-first index will rank search results based only on the mobile version of your page. This happens even if you're searching from a desktop. Why does this matter? Well, it means Google will now see your mobile website as the primary version of your site. Prior to this update, Google ran 2 indexes side by side, both a mobile and a desktop version. But now, they'll be using your mobile site as the first version they look at when considering where to rank your website in their search results. If Google is taking mobile usability this seriously, then you should too. If you don't address your website's mobile issues, you may notice a rankings drop as Google rolls out this new algorithm. But don't panic. There are some simple steps you can take to get your website mobile ready. I've come up with 3 practical ways to improve your mobile SEO and take your mobile usability as seriously as Google. By implementing these changes, Google will mark your website as mobile friendly and start sending more traffic your way. The first step is to make your website lightning fast. Your users expect your website to load quickly, especially on mobile, and Google does too. In fact, 53% of people will leave your page if it takes longer than 3 seconds to load. A few extra seconds could have a huge impact on your ability to engage visitors and make sales. As website speed is vital to your mobile SEO success, you need a few simple strategies to cut your website load times in half. The first step is to get a good web hosting company. Server speed does matter in the quest for speed. The second thing to do is to squish your images for web. Smaller file sizes are better, and use JPEG images where possible. You can then enable browser caching and file compression, and then you can minify and combine all your files to reduce the size of all the files on your server. You can use Google's tools to test your page speed and then follow their recommendations. The second practical way to improve your mobile SEO is to make your website responsive. Why? Well, Google recommends you use a responsive design and not a completely separate mobile site. Responsive web design means that the page uses the same URL and the same code, whether the user is on a desktop computer, tablet, or mobile phone. The display simply adjusts or responds according to the screen size your customer is using. So if you're using WordPress, we recommend picking a responsive template that resizes the content based off the screen size your customer is using. If you've got a little bit more time and money for your next redesign, We recommend starting off by designing a tailored mobile version of your site first, and then creating your desktop layout second. The third practical way to improve your mobile SEO is to optimize your design and content for mobile. It's super important that once your visitors come to your site, that they can easily use it from their mobile device. Remember, smaller screens means less room for design elements, so use that space wisely. Some best practice mobile design and usability tips are to use plenty of negative or white space, and to choose a font size that's easy to read with clear subheadings. Using short, punchy sentences with bullet points and strong font weights also helps. If you can split your content up into smaller paragraphs and make your images smaller so they don't take up the entire screen. Optimizing your tap buttons with click to call and simple mobile navigation, and adding smartphone compatible videos will go a long way to have a mobile optimized design. You now have 3 super actionable ways to improve your mobile SEO and get your website ready for Google's mobile first indexing. Which ones are you going to use on your site? Let me know in the comments below right now.